Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Adam Unpacked. I'm your host, as usual, Adam. Today I am reviewing the new Prey camera I bought off of Amazon called the GardePro A. Let's have a look at it and I'll tell you what I think. Here's the box. Not too bad. It only took 2 days to get here. So yeah, this is the GardePro A3S Trail Camera. Some highlights about it. It is a non-WiFi model. It does have a 64 megabyte camera, and I think it's got a 1296p HD video resolution, 0.1 second trigger time on it, 100-foot no-glow night vision system, motion activated wildlife camera. Looks pretty decent. I'm on Amazon right now. It got a ton of reviews. When I bought it, it had 4.4 star rating with over 10,000 reviews. And yeah, it was 119 Canadian, which, I think is pretty decent. You can spend, 2-3 times that on, mid-range brand name cameras. So I thought for this price, let's give this thing a go. And the reason I bought it is I have an area in behind my house that is a right of way for the power line company. And there's a lot of animal activity running up and down there. So I was just kind of curious if I'd see something cool or not. But yeah, $119 on Amazon, guys. If you're interested, of course, I will leave a link below. But without further ado, let's have a look at this beast, do an unboxing, and we might even get out there yet before it gets dark and mount it. Let's have a look. All right, guys, we're going to do a quick little unboxing here. See if we can't set up the camera, maybe like this, and everybody can see. So yeah, here you have your box. Not too shabby. Looks pretty good to me. Got a little tab here. Open that up. Inside you have your camera. Looks pretty good. Your guys's will actually have a film around it as well, so it'll actually be secured inside of a bag. This one I have had out already just to have a look at it, and then last minute decided, you know what, I should probably make a video. But yeah, you'll have screen protectors here on your sensors and your angle cameras as well. But check it out. Nice little clips. You have a place for a lock and or a zap strap to tie it, and there you go. A GardePro Trail Camera model number A3S. So yeah, let's have a look. What else is in the box? Of course, you have a manual, so that's pretty handy. Here we go. It tells you how to set everything up, the different parts, bits and pieces. So that's kind of nice. In this side here over on the right-hand side is actually where you have your straps to tie it down. So that's not too shabby. We'll have a look at that right now. This is your strap. So this is what you actually use to wrap around the camera and tie it onto a tree or whatever. But let's have a look at this thing, guys. Let's open it up. So you have these clips on the side. Unclip it like so. Remember, you have your covers on here that you need to take off. It's just packaging material so that your lenses don't get scratched. So make sure you do that. Anyways, when you open it up, you'll see you have your main control panel here on the left-hand side. Over here on the right-hand side, you have your battery door. So you can open that up like this, and I believe you have 8 batteries in here. So 8 batteries, there you go. Definitely a hog for batteries, but we'll see how long it lasts. Clip that in, and then down below here you have a SD card slot. It's not actually a micro SD card slot, so you do have to make sure you have an adapter like I do here. So I have a SanDisk micro SD adapter, and then I have a 128 gigabyte SD in there. These are awesome. I use these. This is a SanDisk Ultra 128 gig A1 card. Great little unit. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below if you are interested in picking up all these components to make sure your camera is operational. We'll throw that back in there, gently press, you'll feel it click, and then let's set this thing up. So you move the toggle from the off to the on position, and then further over to the set position. And this is how you actually go and change a bunch of your settings. So that's kind of cool. I've already done and adjusted my date. I've changed my temperature to Celsius because I'm up here in Canada, but I'll show you how to do that. Pretty self-explanatory here. Just hit the menu button right out of the gate, and then you can flip through all the different modes. For some reason, by default, it came at 16 megapixel. I changed that, of course, all the way to 64 because I do want very clear pictures here, and you can go through all the miscellaneous settings, which is kind of cool. Keep on going. There's way more in here than you think. You'll see temperature units. It does come standard for my US guys in Fahrenheit, but for us up here, we want to change that to Celsius. You can change time format, camera name. I set that up. And just so I can, keep reference of this camera versus some of my other cameras because I do have a home security system. So I do like to name everything. That way, when I pull out my SD card and view videos or photos, I can save everything in the appropriate folder. Operating hours. So operation hours, we might actually turn that on because I do think that that's kind of cool. Let's make sure that's on. Begin. Oh, I see. So operation hours means you can actually set it when it starts and turns off. So I actually think we're going to leave that off for now. Password protection if you'd like, yada, yada, yada. Guys, I do recommend before you use this thing, you format the SD card. Just ensures that it is ready to go for this device. And it'll clear anything that's on the SD card, format it, and get it ready. And then you go all the way down to the bottom, and you're good to go. And tap the menu icon again to hit exit. There you go, back to the home screen. And now what you want to do is you want to move this little toggle from set over to the center, which is on, and it'll start counting down. So ready for motion. You can then close the lid. Don't forget to put your hasps on here because obviously in order to ensure weatherproofing, you have to have a nice complete seal. And I would recommend putting a zap strap on here that way. Just a little added security to make sure, you don't have a nosy neighbor or somebody that's tampering with it. And that's it. After that, you throw the strap around the back and mount it to a tree. So let's do that right now. So I will get this going here. You just want to feed it through like so. And it's a nice long strap. And then you just have this little loop buckle here with a tab on it. So you simply just click this and done deal, guys. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Well, with that being said, let's head outside and see if we can mount this thing somewhere convenient. And who knows, hopefully in the next couple of days, we get something interesting on there. I'm definitely anticipating to see some deer and some wildlife. I have a lot of grouse around this area as well. So hopefully we see a little bit of that, maybe some cougar action. I'm not sure. And as long as we don't see a Sasquatch, we should be good. Let's go out. All right, guys, I've got it up on my tree here. So I have a beautiful pine tree here in my backyard. And yeah, I put the strap around it. So nice and secure. I feel like the lens is in the right direction to see some traffic here from my path I'm talking about. But yeah, super easy installation. And realistically, once that's up there, you should be good to go. Currently, you can't see it, but it's actually taking pictures of us right now because I'm moving around. Yeah, so you see here, I have this right of way here between myself and the neighbors, and it's just an access right of way for the power line company, but we get a lot of animal traffic through here, so I'm really curious to see what's actually walking back here. And this thing, I will guarantee you, will pick it up. So I think that's pretty sweet. Yeah, and like I said, let's see if we find something interesting. Hopefully not a Sasquatch, but you never know. If so, keep it in mind. Might be the first in Canada, so that'll be pretty badass. But yeah, like I said, lots of grouse, a little bit of cougar activity, maybe the odd bear. Even that, I think, is probably a high expectation, but you never know. I am in the middle of British Columbia here, Canada, so we might see a Sasquatch yet. You never know. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this detailed review. Again, I will leave the links to all the products I mentioned down below. This isn't sponsored. I did buy it with my own money. I just felt like it's important for everybody to understand what's in the box, how it is to set up, etc. If you like that, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thanks. Cheers.